Hello, Huskies back again with more New York Rangers franchise commentary NHL 18. Last video, we finished off our disappointing playoff run. I say disappointing, unexpected, successful playoff run. We're looking at our third off season. 17, 18, 19, 18, 19. Yeah, so this is our third off season. Several comments posted pretty much trade Wheeler or Patches or both. Let's see, where's no, where is it? Where is it? No, that's the Kings. Huh. Weird. Keep McLeod, trade Patch Ready Wheeler at the draft for a first and offensive prospect. So pretty much that's kind of what I'm looking at. Also, I want to look at the draft class to see what the top 5 picks look like. So if there's something up there worthwhile, I could use one of them to trade up to, you know, kind of snag them. I need a goaltender. Darcy Kemper is not my goaltender going forward. So we got Timothy Ashton. We've got him scouted pretty well. Again, this is one of the first times that I've actually seen the fruits of my scout. I've spent so much time in Canada scouting. So we've got Timothy Ashton, 6'3", two-way forward, exact elite. He's got some half-decent stats. Definitely a two-way forward as his defense is 4 stars and his offense is kind of meh. Cullimore, playmaker. No defense really, but again, he's a playmaker. Kind of expect that. Sam Buganecki. Don't have him scouted very well. Edward Pog, offensive defenseman. He scouted him 11 times from Swift Current Broncos. And Jeremy Trafford, another playmaker. This Trafford kid, now his stats aren't exact, but he's got 4-star defense. He's got 5-star senses, 5-star puck skills, 4-star skate, 4-star shooting. If I'm going to trade up to take anybody, it's going to be this Trafford kid. Because he's got the potential to be like a 78 or 79. What are we looking at goaltender-wise? Is there a goalie worth keeping an eye out? Ooh, we have an exact elite in the first round, Cedric Curry. Now what I could do is I could trade both of my picks. Is that Croatia? I don't remember that flag. First, second round. So we've really only got one goalie prospect here, and it's this Curry kid. He's an exact elite. 18 years old. He's real athletic. So let's go ahead. Let's pin him, and let's pin Trafford as well. Because again, like I said, Trafford would be the guy that I want to grab. And let's also sort by potential here to see what we've got later on. So we've got a couple guys later on. We got a 4-star or fourth round power forward who's an elite. I think I can only pin 5 guys, which is silly. So there aren't too many elite guys up there that we've found, at least. We've got some top 6 guys later on. Pretty much just looking for. Let's look at defensemen, because our defense we kind of need to jump on here. Vauclair. Right. So that's all I can pin. So we've got a couple of top 4 guys. There's a couple of top 6 guys down here in the 7th round as well that we could keep an eye on. So we've got some options later in the draft. I think what I am going to try to do here is I'm going to try to get 2 first-round picks, and I'm going to try to use them on Trafford and Curry. Now, if I sort by projected, Trafford shouldn't go in the first 3 here. I'm hoping. So I'm hoping I can get like the 3rd-round pick and snag him. But we'll have to wait and see. And we'll have to wait and see if I can even get that trade to work. Because trading for a top 4... Also, let's see which teams want to trade. So we've got Arizona, New Jersey, and Buffalo. I can't call a timeout. So let's see if Arizona wants to trade their pick. They don't. Alright, so they're off the market. So let's go to New Jersey. I doubt they'll want to trade. They're probably rebuilding. Yeah, so they don't want to trade. There's a third round. Buffalo. Buffalo's usually pretty easy to manipulate. They don't want to trade either. That's not great. Tampa, do you want to trade your first round pick? No. So this is not looking good right now. Columbus, I really don't want to trade for the 5th pick. I think the 5th pick is too risky. Ideally I trade with Buffalo. But again, I mean they're hopeful, so they should want Wheeler. They don't want either of them. Now, if I'm going to trade somebody, I would love for it to be Wheeler. Obviously. But I mean, I'm probably trading them both. So let's see if we can set up Patrick. So that's real close. Right? That's real close, isn't it? I think I might have the edge on it. I don't want to offer it 1-for-1. I want to see if I can get something back in return. Because I don't want... These are guys that... I mean, to be fair... Okay, so none of those guys are worth it. So the only pick they don't want to trade is... Can we get your 3rd? Is this close? Trade accepted. Oh, okay. So we've just traded into the top 5. Now, we traded Pacioretty. Again, that's kind of what I wanted to see. So now I want to trade... Do I have a first-round pick? I don't remember. I don't. Look at the Sharks. 3 straight picks, 25, 26, 27. So I think I traded them to the Sharks. Alright, so Stamkos is on the trade block? Why? I would love to trade into the top 10 here. So let's see. We got St. Louis, Winnipeg, and Vegas. Winnipeg wants... Do you want Blake Wheeler back, Winnipeg? You do? How do you... How far... Oh, they're not too far over the cap. We could probably make this work. If I can find somebody decent to bring back. Honestly, Kyle Connor. If I could bring Connor back with him. Let's see, what can I add to push this over? Josh Manson? I think that hurt. I don't think that works with salary cap. No, it doesn't. Josh Manson is somebody I don't mind holding on to. Kempe, Buchnevich, Dachin. Do you want Dachin? How close are we looking here? I don't think this is going to go through. Oh, I'm way off today. Alright, so there we go. So we traded $14 million in cap space. We traded into the 3rd pick, and we have the 7th pick. We got rid of Dachin, who was a penalty machine. He just had no place on this roster. He was a 76 overall. He was garbage. We brought in Kyle Connor, who was one of the best bottom 6 forwards in this game. So let's see if we can get this Trafford kid at number 3. And we can't. He went 1st overall. Fuck. That's exactly who I wanted, man. Medium elite. He's an 80 overall. Well, I mean, I guess what I can take away from that is my ability to read the scouting screen was a success, I guess. I guess he's probably maxed out in trade value. Oh my god. I really want to try to make a trade for him using the one of the picks I have now. Like I could probably trade Buffalo's pick. No, that's too cheesy. Let's just take we've got 2 top 10 picks. Honestly, what I think I do, Ashton goes 2nd, 75 overall. So what it boils down to is, do I take Curry, or do I risk? I think he'll fall because he's only a 1st-round pick. He's not a top 10. I think he'll fall. Cullimore, I mean this Pog kid, Poggi. He's only a top 4 defenseman though. High top 4. We got him scouted 11 times. I mean his stats are good. He'll probably be like a 70. I mean for an offensive defenseman, he's got 4.5-star defense. If his stats end up being close to that, he'll probably be like a 76. So we could slot him in right away. And we need defense, so I'm gonna take Poggi. All right, 73. Not bad, not bad. 73 overall, offensive defenseman. That's pretty much what we needed. We're struggling kind of in the defensive prospect market. So he comes in. Look at his. He's right there with McLeod. So we've got our ace in the hole defensively at least. What are we looking at defensively? Now we need a goaltender. We need Curry to fall to 7. Um, we could do with a couple more prospects defensively, maybe one or two, just to kind of offset it. But I like having Pogge and Bronstrom. So let's see if we can get Curry. I'm hoping he falls, man. Please fall to 7. All right, so there's Cullimore. Columbus, you should need a goalie. You have Bobrovsky and Korpisalo. Fourth, no, thank you. All right, so Buganekny. All right, so St. Louis, they have Jake Allen, but they might take him. They didn't take him, so we got him. So there's our elite goalie. Oof. All in all, I think that was a successful first round. I could have gotten more out of Buffalo for Pacioretty, but I'm okay with getting Curry. 56 overall. He's a medium elite, though. That's exactly what we're looking for. He's 18, so we'll give him 2 or 3 seasons to develop, and we'll see what we get out of him. But that's so we traded all. We had a successful second season. Hopefully, given that necessary progression boost to the younger kids in the NHL lineup. Could I take another Arkhipov? I've already got one. Don't need to. Ooh, that high elite's still there. Oh, this kid, medium elite. Do I take a chance on Bernard Marchand? Or do I just go with my gut and take Lieb? Lieb's a 3rd rounder, but we are late in the 2nd round. How old is Marchand? 18? Let's take a chance on him. Medium top 9. That could have been better. PK Subban's on the... Oh, so we have the first pick in the 3rd round. I think I'm going to take that Lieb kid if he's here. He is. Yeah, we're going to take Lieb, high top 6. And then the Picard will take next round if he's there. Because I don't think defensively there's a whole lot. I mean, there's some top 6 guys we can grab late. But there's no top 4 on the board. So I'll take a chance with these guys. Is Picard, he's a 4th rounder, so we should be there. So we'll take Lieb here. Medium top 9. He's a 60 overall. How old is he? 19? Alright, so not bad. Sim to user pick. Alright, so late 3rd round. I'm assuming he's still here. He should be. Yeah, he is. We'll take Picard. Low top 6. Alright, I mean, not the best, but not awful. Let's see if we can find a gem here in the 4th round. I'm probably going to hold off on taking those D-men. Ooh, we got a top 6 on the check. Medium top 6. Let's see. How many times have we scouted these guys? None. Ronnie Krog, and then Pruka. None. So we got no scouting from those guys. Kelter, we got none on. Let's take a chance with Pruka. Let's see what we get here. Medium 7th defenseman. I really, again, 7th D is like the one potential in this game that I never see teams or players get good out of. What do we got here? We have any top 6 forwards left? No, we don't. Okay. Let's go back to goaltender, see if there's something out here. Bunch of fringe starters, high fringe starter, 5th, 6th. What are your stats looking like, Bergevin? That's how you say his name. AHL starter. No, thank you. Let's I'm taking Tebow. Just because I'm a Hawks fan. And I started liking the Hawks back when Josh on Tebow was here. Fringe starter. Not bad. So that's got some history for me. Let's start taking these guys that I have pinned. Or that I noticed. They should both still be here. Yeah, let's take a line. Wait, we've got them scouted, so let's see. Hickey, roughly gonna come in, probably be a high 60. He's 6'5", 6'5", 220 as a defensive defenseman. That's pretty nice. 6'4" as a two-way defender. Really good skating potentially on him, but we don't have him scouted very well. And then Ferrelli, kind of middle of the road. So I'm gonna start with Hickey. He's a force defensively. 52. He's a low top 4 defenseman. That's actually pretty good, considering he's a 6th round pick, and that's yeah, I'm a-okay with that. So later in the round, oh, Lyon just went. What was he? Medium 7th defenseman. So I'm glad I passed on him. He is a 58. But I'm glad I passed on him because, again, 7th defenseman I just don't see work out ever. So we're going to take that top 6 D-man if he's there. The middle of the road, Farinelli. Or, not Farinelli, Forelli. But Mellenby, ooh, he's only a medium top 6 though. I'm gonna take a chance on the high top 6. Low top 6? Alright, well, not great. Let's see if anybody takes that defenseman. I don't know if that was the defenseman or not. No, it's Mellenby. See if anybody take. Nope, I don't want to trade for it. I want to sim it away. Overall, I think we've had a pretty successful draft. This is probably one of the better drafts I've had as a whole. Alright, so Mellenby still hasn't gone. I want to see what Mellenby turns out to if somebody drafts him before I get a chance to. I mean, I could just sim to my pick. Yeah, let's just sim to my pick and I'll scroll through to see if he gets taken. I'm assuming I have a 7th rounder. Yeah, I do. Alright, Mellenby. He was a low elite! No, I should have taken him. Damn. Oh well, you know what? It happens. It happens. Let's take Suglobov, because why not? Medium 7th. Yeah. That's alright. Again, I'm very happy with this draft. We missed out on Mellenby, but I mean, Pogge, Curry, like those are 2 good first-round picks, I feel. And we got some nice depth prospect-wise. I'm happy with that. I think that was overall. I mean, like I said, I could have probably gotten more out of Buffalo, but I'm happy that we got rid of all of our bad contracts. Well, not all of them, but we got rid of 2 pretty big ones. I mean, we freed up 14 million in cap space. I think we have 35 million in cap space, and we've got a couple big names we have to re-sign here. So let's see, who do we got? So we've got Zibanejad, D'Angelo, and Miller. These are 3. Oh no, that's next season. We have Kyle Connor. Ooh, Connor was an RFA, and Sherbach. 5.1. Yeah, he wants to be here. Let's bust out the calculator real quick. All right, so 5.1. Oops, not 3. 5.125 times. Nope, that's divide times 0.85. So 4.3. If we can get him for 4.5. Ooh, he wants less. All right, so let's do a 3-year deal, and let's see if we can snag him for 4.2. Just because no, let's do 4.4. Because I want to see what he turns into, and that'll lock him up until his potential's done. Sherbach 4.8. Man, these guys are making it tough to want to keep him, especially with Zibanejad. Ooh, no, I don't want to do that. Kempe. I mean, Jimmy Vesey will probably let go. I think he just lost his spot to Connor anyway. I'm half tempted to keep Remy Ellie around. Just... I'm so glad we finally found an elite goalie. Hopefully he turns into something. And then we've got McLeod, who'll probably be NHL ready this season. I'm actually going to sign him. So I want to get him on the end, because we're not going to be very good this season. This is going to be a step back probably for us. I really don't know if I want to give 4.8 to Sherbach. What do you want for 2 years? Oop, well, I qualified him by accident. That is a 2-way year. So we'll do 1 year, and we'll see if we get some potential out of him. See if we can lock him up for 3.6. We'll try 3.8 for 1 year and see if he signs. And I'm actually gonna sim a day and see what we're at, because I want to see if... Oh, if you haven't guessed, this is probably gonna be a bit of a longer video. We're already at 20 minutes and I haven't even hit free agency yet. What I'll probably end up doing is we'll look at free agency, and I'll assess. Oh, so Sherbach rejected, Connor accepted. That's good. All right, so we can probably get Sherbach for a year. I probably just have to offer him like 4, which is okay. All right. I mean, we have so much cap space. I can afford to kind of overpay here because I don't want to lock into a long time. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to give him 2 years, but we're gonna go 4.4 just like we did with the other guy. So we'll do 4.4 for 2 years, and then Kempe. I want to sign him 1 point. That's fine. 3 years. Nemeth. I think I'm gonna let Nemeth go. I'm gonna let BC go. We're gonna let him go. Let's look at UFAs here. And then pretty much we're just. Ooh, let's sign Maelstrom. He is an elite. These guys are all rookies, right? Except for Nemeth. Let's offer Nemeth something just in case we need him. Nick Jensen. I'm gonna let him walk. 27. I need to hold on to some of these guys so that my HL team can progress, but not all of them. And then we're getting into our rookies down here. Roberts, Bowden, Xavier Bouchard. I've actually seen him get pretty good, but I don't know what his potential is with our current roster situation, like official roster situation. All right, so Remy Ellie. Yeah, you want a cheap deal. I'm okay with that. Ryan Gropp, do you want a two-way? That's a shame. I'm gonna have to. Let's just qualify him. You want a two-way? That works for me. Ryan Graves, you want a two-way? Works for me. If you want a two-way, you got a spot on this team, guys. That's all it takes. You just gotta want a two-way. Nieves. And again, I'm only doing this because I want to keep my AHL team respectable. I mean, we just did have a Calder Cup run with them. I mean, we just won the Calder Cup with our AHL team. And then we'll go ahead and do it this way. Can I sort by... Yeah. We'll just qualify the last of them. Nope, not offer. Qualify. Nope, I said I wanted to qualify. There we go. Alright, let's hit up our goaltenders, make sure we've got them on lock. So Benny the Villain, got him locked up. We're going to let Enroth go. We'll sign this dude, see if he turns anything, and then everybody else was good. Alright, so let's just see if Sharebox signs. We'll hit up free agency, and depending on what names are out there, I'm going to have to spend some money to hit the cap floor. Like I said, I'm at 31 million right now. Wait, did I ever sign No, D'Angelo's next season, isn't he? I think he's next season. I'll have to go back and double check. Alright, so Nemeth signed, Kempe signed. Sherbock signed. Alright, that was the only one in there I really cared about. That gives us a look into how good Sherbock's gonna get, if we should hold on to him or if we should let him go after his contract's up. We're playing the long game right now. I mean, we're going into year 4, pretty much coming off a playoff run, and we traded all of our big names. So we've got Zibanejad, D'Angelo, and Miller all up next season. We're sitting at 25 million, so I don't want to go too crazy with my cap space. I want to be able to lock them up. Zibanejad and D'Angelo being the big ones. Miller's nice, but he honestly, I mean, he is the third line guy, but he's got stats of a second liner, so I'm okay with overpaying him a little bit. But let's see what's out here. Let's give free agency a run. So far, free agency's been pretty lackluster. So, oh my. Now, Taylor Hall is a very tempting get because if I could put Taylor Hall with Connor McDavid, ooh man. It falls off hard after that. Reed Boucher is not a bad guy to sign. As a bottom 6 goal scorer. So I'm actually going to throw him. Let's throw him a 2-year deal. I want to go in on Taylor Hall. I know he's 28, so he's a little up there. But he's going to be good for till he's roughly 35, and he scores goals, which is kind of what we need on that first line. We need a pure goal scorer. Now he's only scored. He hasn't had the best stats, but his overall like statistics, like his attributes, are really good, and I feel like he would fit perfectly with McDavid. That first line of Taylor Hall, Connor McDavid, Mika Zibanejad, like that is just I'd consider Pietrangelo if he was a little younger, but 30 years old I think is just too much of a push for me. Joel Edmondson might be somebody I'll look at. Same with Nestorov. These guys are on the younger side and they're not overly expensive. Like Nestorov wants 2.9. He's an 80 overall. So Ryan Sproul, actually, I mean he's 79, but again 1.6. Again, these are better than Nemeth and Dotchin that we were running. Goalies, are there any goalies out here? I need a backup. I mean, there's really, I mean, Hutchinson. Really not a whole lot of backups out here. Throw up a card and offer. Pickard. Man, you know what? I was going to ask for feedback, but I think I'm just going to go in with Hall. I want Taylor Hall. He wants a 5-year deal. Let's give you a 3-year deal, and let's overpay the fuck out of you. Oh, what do I want to do 2 years? Let's do 2 years at 9. 2 years at 9, that way we've got the cap space for our extensions, because we have 25 million in cap space right now. That'll put us at, plus our 2 other guys we're signing are at 4. So we're still at 12 million in cap space. We're going into next season. So we should have the room to sign those guys. And this way, if Taylor Hall doesn't work out, we're not locked into a long term. But again, this all depends on if he signs. All right, so we got our backup goalie. We got our third line scorer. Oh, fucking tease. Come on, Taylor. Nice. And we got our first line goal scorer. I tell you what, man. So we traded Pacioretty and Wheeler. I mean, those were pretty atrocious contracts we had them signed to. They were both $7 million. Now, Taylor Hall's not much better, but Taylor Hall has a definite longer window of use, and we could re-sign him in 2 years for probably considerably less. Look at that picture for Hoffman. Jesus Christ, you're terrifying. I'm trying to think. Who did I let walk? I let VC walk, and I traded Pacioretty and Wheeler. We got Kyle Connor back. We signed Reed Boucher, and we just signed Taylor Hall. So we've replaced all 3 of them, but I probably need another bottom 6 guy. To balance out. I don't want to go too bad here, but I don't want to go too good either, because we're back to the point where we have draft picks. No, because we're probably going to put, what's his face up there? McLeod. So I'm not going to sign anybody. Never mind. Because there's no defenseman worth signing, right? It would be Nestorov. You know what? 14 million in cap space. I'm going to throw Nestorov an offer. Give me a 1-year deal. Just to kind of hold them over. I feel like we're being a little smarter. I say we because I make myself feel better when it's dumb. I feel like I'm being a little smarter with my contract situations than I have in the past. Like, we're avoiding these, like, atrocious long-term deals. We're still pretty good. I mean, considering all the deals we've made so far, we're still pretty good caps. Ooh, Nestorov went to Florida. You motherfucker. See if Edmondson's still there. I really wanted Nestorov, though. Joel Edmondson, he is still there, though. What do you want for 1 year? Oh, I'm willing to overpay for 1 year. See if we sign him. Again, short contracts just to give us time to evaluate the players. Because we're banking on... Alright, so there's Joel Edmondson. So let's go ahead and sim the next season. And let's get our line set up. So our first line, it's going to be McDavid. I mean... Ryan Gropp, 1.06. Nah, I'm going to let Gropp go to Vancouver. Enjoy your stay there, bud. We don't get any compensation for him because it's only $1.6 million, but that's okay. So I guess since I didn't ask for your opinion on the free agency, because obviously it was pretty much Taylor Hall or bust. What I'm gonna do is, man, I really wanted to build this team through the draft, and so far our big names are McDavid and Taylor Hall, which we got from the free agency. Granted, I think we've been pretty good about. I mean, we've got the prospects now on the team to build through the draft. It's just a matter of getting lucky with progression. I don't want John Moore. Get out of here, Calgary. I'm tempted to I'm going to ask for your opinions on the lines, because I want to get Sherbach and Veleno going. and I'm debating putting Taylor Hall on that second line and allowing him to maybe boost their offensive capabilities. Because, I mean, in theory, like, what I would love to do is Hall, McDavid, Zibanejad. But Veleno, I mean, he's 20 years old. I want Zibanejad on the first line because I want him to hit to a 90, but he's already 27. So we might be losing the window on Zibanejad, if I'm honest. He's kind of the odd man. I mean, we've got two pretty good players up here. Kyle Connor, he's actually not bad as a second line two-way forward. See, that the issue I run into with this third line, the second line, is it doesn't have. Oh, I mean, Sherbock's offense, his shooting stats have gone up significantly. So maybe we try this to start with Connor, Veleno, Sherbock. And then third line is Reed Boucher, who, again, he's got good offensive stats. He can put the puck in the net. Hit 17 goals last year. I expect him to be a 20-goal scorer. Play him with Miller and Buchnevich, because Miller puts up points, and Buchnevich is a half-decent playmaker. And then our fourth line, Remy Ellie, Adrian Kempe, and Alexei Arkhipov. Now, do we have McLeod? Up here we do. He's a 78. All right, so I need to get McLeod in there instead of Remy Ellie. Remy Ellie was a nice start, but we're gonna get McLeod in there because, again, like I said, he's already a 78. I want to see his progression. I always forget that if you change players out, you can't look at their stats right away. All right, so he's our first actual draft pick. Oh no, I think Braunstrom was our first real defensive pick, and he's gonna play instead of Clendenning. I'm gonna play him on the second pairing. D'Angelo, Manson, Nemeth. Yep, that's fine. Offensively, now I'm debating: do I put McLeod on the third line instead of Buchnevich? Does Buchnevich? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think the way that I want to run the lines, I didn't put Buchnevich center. There we go. Is I want to run this. I want to run Taylor Hall, McDavid, Zibanejad. That's our first line. That's our big line. That's go get the job done. Second line is Connor, Veleno, Sherbock. We're still kind of hoping to see Veleno get better. He's kind of locked in right now on this 81. I want to see him get to an 85 or an 86 or an 87. I mean, he's a medium elite. He should be up there with Zibanejad and McDavid. Not McDavid, but Zibanejad and Hall. I'd love to see Connor get to like an 86 or an 87. Sherbock, I'm okay if he stays an 85 because I can drop him to the third line if I need to. And I would like to see McLeod just like burst onto the scene this year, win the Calder Trophy, do all that. Goaltender, we're still rocking Kempe and Pickard. I always forget how to say his name. I think it's Calvin Pickard. Pretty sure that's how it sounds, or how it's said. So this is my version of the lines that I want to run. Feel free to let me know your opinions in the comments. As always, that's pretty much where the viewer feedback is going to come into play here today. As for our AHL team, I think I'm just going to best lines it and see what it gives me. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot here. That's all of our big prospects are. Roberts I want on the first line, though. Alright, then defensively, Maelstrom. Okay, he's playing top minutes. Then we got these guys that can come up. Actually, yeah, Pedersen and Day. I doubt they turned into anything, but it's nice to have them there. And Vinny the Villain getting first starters. Alright, so we're good. Our HL team is still half decent. Our NHL team, we're probably a playoff team in all honesty. I know we're still kind of rebuilding, but I mean, when you replace Pacioretty and Wheeler with Taylor Hall and Kyle Connor, and then you add half decent, you replace Remy Ellie with Reed Boucher and Jimmy Vesey with Mark McLeod. I mean, we're looking like a competitive team, but we're still in the process of growing. So that competitive rebuild that I was doing with LA is kind of leaked over into this one. But I mean, at the same time, we are 4 seasons deep. It makes sense. So while we sit in the regular season, I'll go ahead and call this video here. As always, comments for my lines in the description. Give me your feedback, and that will take into consideration going forward. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.